Hello, my name is Laura Lawrence, and I'm doing my project over the theories of motivation. What is motivation? Psychologists define motivation as the internal process that activates, guides, and maintains behavior over time. Motivation is what gets you going, keeps you going, and determines where you're trying to go. Motivation to do something can come in many different ways. Motivation and behavioral theories. Chapter 10 talked quite a bit about behavioral theories of learning. The concept of motivation is closely tied to the principles that behaviors that have been reinforced in the past are more likely to be repeated than behaviors that have not been reinforced or that have been punished. Rewards, reinforcement, values, and incentives. Human motivation is highly complex and context-bound. Reward and reinforcement is based on personal and situational factors. It's hard to determine what will work for someone and what won't work. Something might work for someone where it might not work for others. One of the most famous theories that deals with human needs is Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Motivation can be thought of as a drive to satisfy needs such as needs for food, shelter, love, maintenance of personal self-esteem. In 1954, Maslow proposed a hierarchy of needs. This was a level of needs where the lower levels had to be satisfied before the upper levels could be. It was divided into two different types of needs, deficiency and growth needs. Deficiency needs are those needs that are critical to physical and psychological well-being. The growth needs are those of understanding and self-actualization. Motivation and attribute theory. Attribute theory seeks to understand just such explanations and excuses, particularly when they're applied to success or failure. It's a theory that supposes that one attempts to understand the behaviors of others by attribute feelings, beliefs, or intentions of them. It deals with four explanations for success and failure. And those situations are internal, which are the ability and effort, and external factors such as task difficulty and luck. As you can see in the figure, attribute theories describes and suggests the implementations of people's expectations of their success and failures. Motivation and mindset. This is very important. It is a very important attribute theory that students have a good mindset to explain success and failure. At our junior high, we worked with our sixth graders this year to see if we could help motivate them to have a growth mindset. There's two different types of mindset that we deal with, and it's a fixed mindset and a growth mindset. A fixed mindset, it's something that cannot be changed, but a growth mindset says that they can do it. It might be an algebra problem where they're like, I can't do this, but the growth mindset might say, well, I'm going to try. So this is very important in motivation, is the type of mindset that children will have, that our students will have. Also, motivation and self-regulation of learning. Self-regulation of learning is closely related to students' growth. Learning that is guided by the individual student. It's what motivates them. It could be students who are highly motivated to learn something are more likely than others to be consistently organized with their learning, carry out the learning plan, and retain the information that they obtain, or that they retain the information that they obtain. Motivation can come from many different sources. It might be to be able to play sports. They keep their grades up. Motivation might also, when it's self-regulated, come from their parents. If they make good grades, they get different types of rewards. So self-regulated learning, again, is closely related to the students' goals themselves. Motivation and expectancy theory. The expectancy theory is a theory of motivation based on the belief that people's efforts to achieve depend on their expectation of their reward. Students will behave or act a certain way because they are motivated for a specific behavior over others due to what they expect the result to be. So it's kind of like they will... their motivation will be based on perceived probability of success times the incentive value of the success. And here is my reference page.